Hey folks, my name is Barry Reynolds. This is Jennifer Reynolds, and this is A Gateway Gamer RunsThrough. And today we're going to be doing Talking Tabletop, formerly known as On Board Games. Apparently, there's a podcast named On Board Games that I didn't know about, which is kind of odd because I listen to a lot of podcasts. So we changed the name.
What would you call this? Is this a podcast?
No,
this is not a podcast. This is a blog.
I guess, yeah. So anyway. On Talking Tabletop.
Why don't we just call it formerly known as the show formerly? All right. So anyway,
the segment formerly known as On Board Game.
Yeah.
Just give it a symbol like Prince.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So today's terminology is going to be area control, and then our discussion will be the year of the Gateway Gamer. In September. Well, we'll get to that when we get to the discussion. Alright, so area control games are games where players are usually rewarded by controlling the majority of an area, whether it be the majority of one single area or the majority of multiple areas on a board. Alright, this type of game creates a lot of interaction, a lot of tension. A lot of back and forth between players and, where their markers are placed and stuff like that. Alright, so one of the area majority type games in area control games is Belfort. A game that Jen does not like playing with two players, but that's a topic for another game. We actually already did that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So in Belfort, you're gnomes and dwarves and elves trying to build the city of Belfort, Yeah. And the city's split up into 5 districts, 5 territories, and you're trying to score points off of having the most influence in that territory. Okay, and through this you gain victory points, and then whoever has the most wins the game at the end of the game. All right, now. A lot of war games have this type of mechanism in it. A very good introduction to war games is 1775. Okay, and
America.
the sister game 1812. I heard is also pretty good. I heard this is more refined than that one though. And in this is what most people think of as an area control, like Risk in this, where you win the game by controlling the majority of the board, in essence. Now in 1775, you're playing either the English or the American Army, and you're vying for control of the most colonies in colonial America at the time. And this game is done with basic dice rolls and cubes representing the different factions of the army and stuff like that. Alright. So this mechanism is found a lot in war games. What are you looking at me like that?
Oh, because I was about to take you off.
Why?
Well, there's this other game that's based on a city in America. Now, I was wondering if that would be considered area control. Because you do want to get, like, the purple blocks, the blue blocks of real estate, Monopoly.
No, it's just a game that's antiquated. That should be burned. Okay, another type of area control.
I can't believe you didn't see that comment.
I should
I was
have.
talking about Monopoly.
I was actually thought you were thinking of Lords of Waterdeep. Okay, another one. This is also a type of war game. It's Kemet. Now this one throws you into the action right away. This is made for combat, and then the area control in this is defined mainly by temples. That's how you get points. Not only that, but through combat. But and in this, whoever has 7 victory points, was it at the end of the game? Will win.
8,
something like that.
Yeah.
I forget.
I believe it's 8.
So yeah, sometimes territory control doesn't focus on the majority of one territory or the whole board. Sometimes it's just 2 little territories or 3 little territories.
I know. I like this game.
Yes, it is a very good game. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite games I've played this year.
Kermit.
So, again, another war game. Yeah. There's a good bit of war games.
Who knew I liked war games so much?
And the final one we're going to talk about in our collection, we have a few others, but Lords of Vegas is another...
That's not in our collections. That is mine.
Another territory control game. Now, this one's a little different because not only are you trying to control the most territories, but you're using that to generate money. And as you're doing this, there's different cards you could play to tell you how much money you make on the territory that you control, and if you group the territories together, you can make more money, and you could take territories away from other people, but
they're not really territories; they're casinos.
Well, yeah, they're casinos, but
yeah,
each casino is a territory in this Las Vegas Strip.
This is true. A lot of dice. This
is a different take on it in a sense. Most of the time when I think of area control, I think of war games. Or heavy combat games like Kemet 1775, Small World. BioShock Infinite, Siege of Columbia. It's another territory control game. Most of them have combat in them. But Belfort and this one, there's no combat at all actually. And so
we could get some little mobsters or something if you want.
Okay. That's going to be the next expansion they head off, and next they're going to have the Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry.
No, go.
There's a desert expansion. We bury them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 in the head.
They're dead.
Alright, so that was Area Control. Now, in September, I believe it was late September, like the 25th or something, the Gateway Gamer RunsThrough celebrated its 1-year anniversary.
Yay!
Didn't make a big deal of it. Why? Because I forgot. Alright.
Yay!
We were actually going to do something for it, but we just got so busy closing up the shore and all that, and then we went on vacation the week after. It just didn't work out that way with the scheduling, as it happens a lot with us because of our different schedules and the stuff we got to go through. But we figured we'd talk about the evolution of the channel. Now, when this first started, it was meant to be an introduction to my family, the people I played the games with. And all it was supposed to be was a simple rules explanation as I set up the game.
But you really thought your family was going to watch these?
Yeah.
You're funny.
And then at one point, I decided to put it on YouTube. And as I was thinking about it, it's just going to be a run-through. It's just going to be me playing the game and explaining it as I went along. And at some point, I figured, well, if people don't know what's in the box, how are they going to know what they are on the board without me stopping and explaining it? And then I said, all right, so now people know what's on the board and how to play it, or how it's played. Maybe we should go through a rules explanation. And I kind of convoluted the whole thing. And in the beginning, it was just me solo because I filmed it like 2 o'clock in the morning on my days off.
Yeah.
Jen was sleeping. And B, Jen's camera shy, as you can tell.
Because I don't consider this my hobby.
Yeah.
You somehow suckered me in this far. This is as far as but this is your thing, your show.
Yeah, but even in the beginning, Jen has a good amount of input behind the scenes.
Yeah, I would watch and tell you, well, I think you should do this or that, or because believe it or not, in real life, Barry is not a talker. His nieces and nephews saw these videos and were like, "Oh my God, I've never heard Uncle Barry talk that much, ever."
Yeah, I'm kind of like that. And I start off with a cheap camera, and Jen bought me this, the one you're watching on now, for Christmas. She got that for Christmas, and then I added microphones, and I'm still having issues with the audio. I'm still trying to figure out the best thing for us with that.
Yeah, Barry went from filming in his little man cave to in our little family room.
Yes, and that just about caused the Jen. There's not enough room back there for the two of us.
It's cold.
It does get cold in the winter and hot in the summer.
It's not insulated.
No. But then, Jen came on eventually. And originally it was just, I think it was going to be for an expansion of Carcassonne, wasn't it?
I don't know how you suckered me into it.
It never got aired.
Oh, yeah, we did film. Yeah, but then you got mad because it was too long.
Yeah, we played with like 4 expansions and it turned into a 2.5-hour game. It never got aired. I don't even have the video for it anymore, I don't think.
Barry, someday that would be like so famous. Oh my God. Never before seen footage.
I got rid of it. I'm pretty sure I did. It might still be on my...
Well, that's why I'm saying, oh my God. I'm just being silly.
But, Jen come along, changed the dynamic a good bit of the channel.
I'm so dynamic.
Well, no, I mean, the first few run-throughs after you came on were really tough for me. Because I got so used to explaining what I was doing as I was going along. And I couldn't do that with Jen there because I'm playing against her,
Jen win, Barry lose. No.
And in the beginning, it was a lot. It was like trying to focus on the camera, what I'm doing, what I think Jen would be doing. I was still feeling my way through the channel. I was still getting comfortable with the camera. I was still learning about the video. Not that I'm an expert at it now by any means, but
you know a lot more than you did. I mean, this whole year has been a learning process for you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think you have fun with it.
Yeah, I do. Jen doesn't all the time.
No. Because I often say that I'm a board game widow, but to be honest, I'm probably more of a board game video widow than board game widow.
Yeah, and sometimes I had a certain way of how I did these videos. Like I said, I did what was in the box, the rules, the game, the final thoughts. I got rid of what was in the box. For a while, I got rid of me doing an in-depth role explanation, and it was just me and Jen sitting here and explaining them. Jen was bored out of her mind when I did that.
Yeah.
And occasionally I still do try to do it that way, but I end up refilming it later on by myself.
Yeah, because he'll always ask me, and then I'll say something, and then it's wrong, and then he gets a little mad, and I get mad, and then I just sit here all bored.
No, it's not that I get mad. I try to correct you.
Then I get mad.
Then she gets mad. So in the future, we'll work on that. I don't know. But basically, I got rid of a lot of that convolution in the process.
Just read the instructions, people. Stop making him tell you.
Now, originally, this was supposed to be geared just towards Gateway Games, but over the year, my taste in games has changed.
GameStop.
No, it's not that. It's just
GameStop.
I started playing with different people. I started playing more complex games. There's not a whole lot. There's no real heavy game. Well, maybe Elder Charter, but there's not really a heavy game that I've done on this channel. So that's some medium weight Euros and stuff like that.
I know. I keep getting him. I keep trying to get him to do Connect 4. He just won't do it.
I won't do it. And once in a while, we still do a gateway game. Like we just did Augustus a couple months ago or last month or whatever it was. I kind of built a formula on how I do it. I try to do one new game and then 2 older games. Usually, that doesn't always work out. Usually, though, a lot of times it's what we're playing at the time that we film.
What are we playing right now?
Nothing really. I tried a couple new games. Thunder Alley there.
Yeah, that looks weird.
Alien Uprising. I did I don't know how I feel about that one yet. We'll see a little later on. We can play the game a couple times. The next video we're going to do is either going to be Zuloretta or
Garden Dice.
No, because it's out of print, I think.
I don't care. I have it. Does it really matter if somebody else does?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's why we didn't do Zuloretta earlier, because it was out of print for a while. Smaller World. We might do Smaller World.
Oh, we never did that?
No.
You know what's awesome? We should do a curriculum.
I did it.
You did it without me.
I was thinking about doing that, going back and doing some of the games I did solo with Jen.
I'm just kidding, because it's got like little sheep meeples, and they're just cute. I like meeples.
So it's like I said, it's been a learning experience. Channel's going through a lot of flux. I'd like to thank you for bearing with that. The channel's growing.
Jen mumbles,
Barry mumbles. We're still having audio issues. Because Jen mumbles and I mumble.
Oh yeah, but in real life you mumble way worse.
Yeah, I do. A lot of the audio issue is, like I love doing these games and all, but it's hot in the summer. The air conditioner's on. I try to suck that out of the audio. It gets distorted. There's only one mic usually set off on one side of the table to cover the both of us. I haven't figured out how to
sync up.
No, I figured out how to do that to an extent. I do have another microphone that I could plug into my computer. The one we usually use plugs right into the camera.
And not this one.
Yeah, but the timing's off a little bit on them, and trying to get the volumes to match and stuff like that. It's a little difficult. Eventually, what I want to do is I'm thinking about doing a shotgun mic to try and get both of us. The problem with the audio with Jen is she fidgets.
Well, the thing is, it's not that I mumble all the time. It's that I turn around and I'm looking at something else when I'm talking, or
Yeah, there's that. But I can't put a microphone right in front of her because she fidgets. She bangs the table. She hits the camera every time we do her playthrough. You'll notice the camera angle changes. That's her. Right.
Well, whatever. Why do you sit me near the camera? I gotta put my drink somewhere.
Yeah, see. So the camera went on a separate table, but she still bumps it.
People might think I have an obsession with Mike Wazowski.
You do. So it's still a work in progress, Still working on the lights. I think it's pretty good now. It looks pretty good on the video.
I'm blinded, but if I look up...
For a while, I was whitewashing the videos, only because I didn't have space to separate the lights, pull the lights away from the table. Now I kind of bounce them off the ceiling. Like I said, we're going to work on the audio. Eventually, I'd like to get another camera, another one like this one.
Why?
Well, the other one, the files, the main camera I use is a Canon, and it creates a new file every 30 minutes roughly. But the two files sync in with each other. They're like one continuous line.
Oh, the other camera doesn't do that.
The other camera doesn't. It runs for about 20 minutes, and then there's like a 2-second, 3-second delay. Maybe longer than that, before it'll start a new file. So, I'd like to get eventually another camera, I think. And then, working on that some more. Maybe even moving the cameras around a little bit. When we do these playthroughs, it's all stationary. All the close-ups and all that you see is done through the editing.
The magic of editing.
Which is another, it took me forever to find a good editing software and then learn it. What I use has quite a big learning curve on it. But like I said, I enjoy doing this, and
it's his hobby.
I'll do it until either obligations prevent me from doing it, or I just don't find it fun anymore.
So you people got like another year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Until he's bought every single game.
That don't ever happen.
I know.
3,000 games a year that come out. I know. So you got anything to say on it, Jennifer?
No, but I'm glad you found something that interests you. And that your family gets to participate in sometimes. With a board game playing. Yeah. I think you should do a video with your sister.
I'll talk to her about it maybe one day.
But I appreciate you all watching his videos, and he gets very excited when people comment. Or, well, I know he doesn't smile much in real life either. I don't know if he smiles on camera.
In real life.
In real life, when you're not on camera doing this.
I'm pretty much the same person, other than the language.
Well, yeah, he has a potty mouth. But, no, you don't show your emotions.
No.
So, but he does get a little excited when people comment or he sees, people really like this video. There's a lot of views. Yeah. But I guess that's anybody that posts videos on YouTube. But to see Barry get excited, I'm happy for him. Mm-hmm. Shut up. You're going to edit this out.
I might. Yeah, we're pretty much other than the language. I know I slipped in the editing a couple times.
I don't curse. It's very rude.
Yeah, she lies out.
I do.
Eventually, I could see both of us slipping up on that.
I'm sure I've cursed, like the S word.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's been a pretty.
It's been a rough ride.
Yeah, it's been a good learning experience, and then all the people I've met through the hobby, like Lance and Hunter and
he's got new friends that he plays with.
Yeah, I go to Pennsylvania every couple of weeks. Play with earmongers up there.
Yeah, I tease you and say you're going to play with your boyfriends.
Yeah, it's actually something I wish I started earlier. I just. The gaming group around here, I just didn't jive with me. I like these guys a lot better.
More your age group.
Yeah, they are.
Because he's really old. He's like 50.
Yeah. Walk around with a cane. Actually, I do.
But I know you do.
Not 50, I'm 36, but I feel like I'm 80.
I know.
Yeah.
You're so old.
Yes.
Don't even go there. I know you're giving me that, you're older than me, look. I am older than you.
Alright, so that's pretty much it.
I'm 37.
Yeah. That's pretty much it with the thank yous. Explain some of the process that goes on down here.
If you care.
Yeah, if you care. We were going to do something else, and I changed my mind at the last minute with thinking about how to present that one a little bit more before we actually did it. Might be taken the wrong way.
But as an anniversary gift to you, the viewers, the first one that responds, we will mail you a giant box of packing peanuts. Because we have 50 million gallons of packing peanuts.
Yeah, that's right. We'll take that to the post office. All right.
What, they'll take the packing peanuts?
They'll recycle them.
Oh, all right, sweet.
So that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Leave comments. We're always interested in what you have to say. In 2 weeks, we'll respond to what you have to say.
Yeah, but they won't know that.
Oh, if they watched it.
Oh, we'll respond in a video.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking that. I'm like, why wouldn't you?
Comments too. Yeah. But
get gaming and have fun.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.